Now, they've had 5 top 10 albums and a string of hits on both sides of the Atlantic, making them one of Scotland's biggest musical exports.
Now, Amitri are back with a new tour lined up next year.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
You've got to say that. They're sitting right there.
They might bash us otherwise.
We've been singing their songs all day, I can tell you.
We have, yeah. And we're going to speak to them in just a moment, after a reminder of some of their biggest hits.
Around your world, pretty baby, is it everything you hoped it'd be? The wrong guy, the wrong situation, the right time to roll to me. Roll to me. The last to know how you're feeling, the last to know where you are, the last to know if you're happy now, or if he's treating you like I treated you, or if he's cruel. I'll be the last to know. And nothing ever happens, nothing happens at all. The needle returns to the start of the song, and we all sing along like before. And we'll all be lonely tonight and lonely tomorrow.
And Justin Curry and Ian Harvey from the band are with us live. Now, you were giving a running commentary through all of those clips.
Yeah.
What was it like looking back at that old video?
Oh, it's nice to see me thin again. I was thin once. That's like the odd thing watching the Roll to Me clip was that we were sort of between lineups at that point. Because our guitar player, David Cummings, who'd been with us for years, left to have kids and be a responsible adult. So, but at the time, Roll to Me was becoming quite a big hit in America and in the UK. So every time we were asked to do a performance of Roll to Me, we had to just hire a few extra friends to play with us.
Well,
so I don't know who was in that particular lineup.
I was playing the bass, which is
playing the bass,
not really
I've got to ask you about that sheepskin coat on top of the Pops. Why?
Because I had the flu. I got a horrible virus the 2 days before Top of the Pops, and in fact, I remember somebody sent a nurse round to the tour bus.
Oh, I remember that,
to inject me in the arse with some kind of jab.
Vitamin B12, I believe it was.
Which didn't work. So, yeah, I was sweating buckets, and the only thing I could
And here was me
do,
thinking it was some fashion statement.
No, that's not fashion.
Have you still got it?
No.
Ian, for those who haven't been following closely, what have you been up to in recent years?
As a band, well, Justin's done, how many solo records have you done, Justin?
I've done 4, yeah.
4 solo records. I don't think any of them made the top 5, but that,
No, they didn't. No, that's true, they didn't. It's nice of you to point
He
that
did
out.
bits and pieces of work as a record producer, and Justin and I wrote some material that's still languishing in the vault somewhere.
But you went back on the road in 2014 for the first time in a long time. What was that like?
That was great fun.
It was brilliant fun.
It was totally fantastic.
And we thought, oh, how we've missed this.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you miss it?
We didn't find that out until we actually did the tour, but it was all very emotional. I was saying this recently, that before the first show, I was away doing some vocal warm-ups in the kitchen of this little pub in Cork, and I just burst out crying. And I went into the dressing room and said, guys, I've just burst out crying. And Chris, the guitar player, said, well, this has been it's been the sort of biggest part of your life, no wonder, you know. But we loved it, it was great. And the audiences seemed to enjoy it as well. That seems to be part of the plan.
I found myself, the tears streaming down my face at Hammersmith Apollo when we were playing Here and Now. For no real reason, I mean, I just had this sudden wave of emotion. It was great fun.
I thought it was because I was singing. So.
And of course, back on the road next year. Only one Scottish gig at the moment?
At the moment, we've got Edinburgh Castle booked. We might do something else, we're not sure.
Tell us about the last time you played Edinburgh Castle.
Ooh.
Do you know what year that was, Ian?
I
1990.
think it was 95.
It was 95, that's right. I was going to say 1990. It was 1995.
That was the biggest headline show we'd ever played. We'd played to bigger crowds, but you know, we'd been going on at 11 in the morning, you know. So we were extremely nervous. Our crew was extremely nervous, and it was a complete disaster.
It was cold, and there were technical difficulties at the start of the set.
We went on stage, and
yes.
my bass didn't work for the first 3 minutes. So we just played the opening guitar riff over and over again for 3 minutes.
We should have just left and got back on.
Yeah.
Any other experience at that time?
And you had problems with the police as well. They didn't want the crowd to
there was a
stand up.
policeman with the braiding around the peak of his cap, which I presume means some sort of seniority. And he took us up during the day onto quite high up and said, "You see these esplanade, these bleachers, whatever you call them.
Calling the States.
If people stand up, that's a safety issue, and there could be a terrible accident." I was like, right, okay. But then 2 minutes before we went on stage, our tour manager was somewhere else, and the same policeman walked into the dressing room, big tall guy in this tiny little dressing room, and just pointed at me and said, "If you don't tell the audience to sit down when they stand up, I will hold you personally responsible."
Well, nobody died, thankfully.
No.
And we look forward to seeing you next year at Edinburgh Castle. Thank you
both
so
very
much.
Cheers.
And the tour is next year at Edinburgh Castle, 21st of July.